Hey guys, it's me, EODGamer here, and let's make it snappy, shall we? In version 2.3, which means it's the patch after Robin as well as Boot Hill, 2.3, these are the updates, and one massive thing, the most important thing that I want you to take note of, is this new game mode. Similar to Memory of Chaos, Pure Fiction, now we get a third one called Apocalyptic Shadow. This means that we get 720 the other way around. 720 Stellar Jades for each phase of Apocalyptic Shadow. I'll talk about what it means and how it might implicate things in a little bit, but let's talk about the tangibles right now. What we know is going to give us every 2 weeks, we will have 2 weeks of this Apocalyptic Shadow, 2 weeks of Pure Fiction, 2 weeks of Memory of Chaos, and you can see it kind of rotates. They don't last only for 2 weeks, they last for a very, very long period of time, like a 6-week duration. But of course, you can take your time to clear it. Just that every 2 weeks we have 720 Stellar Jade income. That is amazing. I really like it a lot as well. We don't have to rush to clear anything. You can just like wait at the end of 6 weeks and clear all together. So you get like huge profit income right at the end. So that's pretty much like what they say here. Interestingly, now here's my thought process. This is going to come out in 2.3, which is actually, if you think about it, 2.2 is the last patch that we have most of the characters having their first rerun already, at least the slightly older characters. And 2.3 is the first point where your longest character that has not seen a rerun is actually Zealer, who is having a second rerun. So I think it coincides very nicely, the additional income, with a possibility that they might introduce a 3-banner cycle. We have to see in future, but that's what I'm speculating. And it times very nicely because if this Apocalyptic Shadow is for a hunt character, which means it's like, as you can see here, formidable foe. So it's like very, very strong single target bosses. It could be meant for a hunt meta in 2.3 back to a Zealer patch. But of course, we have to see how it goes. It does feed in quite nicely with like a Boot Hill in 2.2 who is also like of a hunt DPS. That's just speculation, which is why I say I want to talk about the things that are more concrete first. But that's not all. I think there are many like quality of life features in the game that is super good. Let's talk about the smaller stuff and then we go into the biggest one, which is super great. So you have some like team setup function. This is of course all going live in 2.3. So 2 patches from now, which is like roughly around 6, 7, 8 weeks. 8 weeks thereabouts, like 2 months. So we can expect to see it sometime in end of May, end of June, around end of June period. Living in like the future here or something. But what this is you can actually set up your teams in advance and then quickly go into all the game modes that's available. I like this feature a lot because like we kind of already know what comms we're playing with, right? We don't want to have to manually like click them every time we go in. So it saves us at least a good 30 seconds per node that we go into. So it is some time saving and a good quality of life feature. You can also look at what other people use on their Memory of Chaos, so you can't like hide your stats, I guess. I don't know whether you can hide it, but at least you can view it. That's at least some information that you can get. You can always see my profile as well to see what I'm clearing with, if it helps or not. But nice feature. I think it was unfortunate that we couldn't see it, so it was like a very solo play. No one really knew what you played with and stuff like that. So 2 great quality of life features, but the one that I think is the best out of all of them is this new game mode that they are trying. And this is of course the developer radio. This simulated universe major update in 2.3. I don't know whether it's going to be permanent because as you can see over here, it says through the divergent universe, there are still like some details that you can share right now. It's still undergoing like final adjustments, but more importantly, it's a major research focus for the future simulated universe. So I think it might be like a temporary thing where they are doing like research to see what players like and then implement these changes permanent in future. Right now, I'm not exactly sure, but there are huge, massive changes. Firstly, of course, they're going to change up the whole style. The whole simulated universe is going to become this new divergent universe. Gameplay is going to change. They have combinations of blessing, curios to like make it refreshing. It's kind of like getting boring already, right? All of us are running the same comms every single week just to like speed run the rewards and stuff like that. This I think is very interesting depending on how they do it, of course. Whether you're a frequent player or you never visit at all, I think you are probably going to have a good amount of fun. We're going to be creating a lot of guides, so don't worry if you guys are like more chill, you don't really like to stress about thinking of all the comms. I'll have probably a free-to-play guide. I'll build my own free-to-play teams as well to run them through for you guys once again, so not to worry about that. We got your backs, boys. What is I think is the best part is rapid planner ornament procurement function available. Such a long word. What it simply means is you get your relics faster. That's basically how I see it. What it is there's this quick claim feature you have to run in like one time, and after you run in one time, you have this like save file each week, and you can just do it non-stop. You can just challenge the boss directly with the save file. So you can like, after you finish your first run, make sure your first run is like the best, and then you can just like auto battle the boss for the remainder period of time for the week, and you can spam farm planet ornaments. This is insane good value, and I think it's a game changer. Previously, planet ornaments was always a pain to farm. We always have shittier planet ornaments than the other 4. It's because it takes so long to farm them. No one wants to do it unless they have like a gajillion hours free to go and manually do everything, or Akirion that helps speedrun everything. So that's, I think, really good. On top of that, you have a divergent universe, which brings about its own unique rewards, so more free stuff in 2.3. Quite a lot of free rewards if you ask me. And of course, you can restart if you want. That's like just nice to have. And divergent universe also counts to the simulated universe weeklies as well. I do think that they might come out with a new free light cone with this whole new event. Usually when there's a big change like that, they might introduce one light cone for free, but we'll see how that goes. And yeah, if you guys appreciate such content, I try to be like straight to the point and telling you and sharing you my thoughts. Don't worry, we have your backs. We will be doing more content on 2.3 and beyond, so stay tuned to the channel. We are here for the long run, and see you in the next video, guys.